Okay, if it ever go live, and here we are. See, I really needed to get this going because I really need to talk about my feelings. Like this is about to be a therapy session.
Before we let you
This
cook, can I
this
just say
is
one quick thing?
this hurts so
I know
much.
it does. I know. Two
And
days
nigga
now.
didn't. But hold up, here's the fucked up part. Tuesday, I had a conversation with coworkers. I never pick a favorite character because this, that, and the third always happen, and all my favorite characters almost always die. And then here we are,
Well,
Wednesday.
great spoiler. Now,
If they're watching this, they know it's a spoiler. By the way, spoiler warnings for the rest of this, because this is about to hurt.
this is truly a therapy session. He don't have no kind of semblance of a flow. He's just letting
No,
it all
no,
out.
it hurts. Emotion, sir,
Quick
emotion.
question: did y'all realize how ominous the episode title was?
Oh yeah.
Here's the fucked up part. I should have known that, and then the thumbnail. I should have known. But we gonna get into this. I'm gonna kick the intro. I'm kicking the intro.
Sir, you can't be making
Fuck.
those kind of mistakes.
Am I
We're
in-
live. I need you
Fuck.
to do
Am I in the
better.
Matrix right now?
Fuck
Need
you,
to do
Marvel.
better.
Yo.
Fuck you, Disney. Y'all did this to me. Y'all did this to me. When I made my prediction, what was it? The last episode, the last thing where I said where they're gonna probably go. When I made that prediction, I didn't mean that was gonna happen so fast. Let alone Disney actually throwing that shit just like they did in the comics. Like it was bad. I thought they was going to Disneyfy it. No, they did not. They
So-
definitely did not.
So real quick though, and we can go back to the beginning and work our way back. But I just want to say, the Gambit glaze this episode.
My man's needed that.
Mutant level threat identified.
So no, that wasn't.
Nigga.
They
No,
they looked
they-
at him at first, but they was talking about Magneto.
Yeah, okay. That's what you want to believe? Okay.
I think so.
Well,
All I
let's
know
get
is
to
that
that.
nigga
Somebody start recapping. We can get to that.
So boom.
So-
Oh, you got the recap, bro?
No, go ahead, bro. Do your thing.
Okay, you just feeling whatever I missed. So, boom, we start off the episode. I believe Rogue, Gambit, and Magneto
Magnus.
on the flank. Huh?
No, I just said Magnus trying to help you get that. Like,
You mean Eric?
nigga, I say this much about this episode. The one-liners in this episode was all throughout them. Fire. But go
So-
ahead, bro. They flying.
So they flying. They on their way to Genosha. They Magneto and Gambit back there trading zingers and one-liners. Rogue, hush now, roosters.
This nigga Magneto told him, if anything was to happen to this Blackbird, you are the only one
Oh.
on it where gravity would be a problem.
Yo, he let it be known. Like Magneto is just putting his dick. He's putting his dick on the table.
But again,
That's all.
that was the callback to please don't make me let you down.
And again, one-liners. They started out the gate with the one-liners.
Cold with it. So Gambit sitting in the back, kind of like, you know what I'm saying? He's salty with it. And so they on their way to Genosha. They get to Genosha. They walking around Genosha, kicking it. So Jean, she's back there fiddling with her memories. Scott's doing an interview, looking like,
You jumped a lot. You just said fuck all of Genosha.
they was walking around Genosha. I said they was walking around Genosha. They was doing
What about the introduction of Nightcrawler?
Nightcrawler.
disrespect
All
her
of that.
like
I'm not, we'll get there. We can I'm giving overview right now. I'm giving overview.
Let that man cook.
We can
You
get
right.
to the fine eats in a minute. So then we
Okay.
go to Jean. She's messing with her memories. Logan comes up and talks to her, and she's still talking about her memories. And all her memories are Scott. And Logan's like, you mother. You know what? Go talk to your mans. Fix it.
That's after she kissed him.
After she kissed him. You're not going to use me for rebound booty.
Hey, playing with that man's emotions.
You're not going to use me for rebound booty.
Because
But I will cut in. But I will cut in. In the comics, and I don't know if they're going to go this route. There was a whole love triangle thing, like a for real one. Like she legit told the X-Men she loved Logan. Like that.
Okay.
That did happen.
Okay, so real quick, since you did bring that up, one, in the show, she kissed the nigga because he told her, out of all the mornings I've seen, I've only seen one red, just you, and that hit deep. Again, the Warners,
The
fucking
Riz.
That man had words.
This is what I'm saying. And then even after she kissed him, he told her, you know what? You are Jean Grey. You belong to Scott Summers. You just had a loss of a moment. It's nothing. Go to your Boy Scout. Like
Go to your mans.
The realness in Wolverine. But also, my theory now, since this show is putting forward that they don't know who Jean or Madeline was at what point during the original X-Men animated series, what if all the times during the original animated series where Jean Grey gave Wolverine play, that was actually Jean Grey? And every time that Jean brushed Wolverine off for Scott, that was Madeline.
I
You
can
gotta
get
look
behind
square,
that.
not a triangle down. Yeah, shit goes deep. Yeah, nigga.
Can we talk about Scott's breakdown during the
loved it.
interview?
I loved it.
I'm the only reason you people are still alive.
Questions. And then you gonna ask about my son that I had to give up. Oh, the doctor said that he delivered. That doctor ain't want to deliver my baby. Like,
Right.
When you gonna lie on my son? The one you tried to deny entry to your hospital, like Beyonce on that floor. Like, oh, that was so disrespectful. That was so disrespectful.
Why did she catch a stray though? Why did
No, because when she gave birth to Blue, remember she shut down that whole floor, and nobody could get on that floor.
I never knew.
Gave birth to Blue, nobody could get on that floor. That whole floor got shut down.
I never knew.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So go ahead, continue cooking on the
Okay,
synapses.
so yeah, Scott has this little breakdown during the interview because they bring up his kid, and she's like, "Why did you lie? Why you dropping stuff? Like all this crazy."
It's a lot of shit out of order. I couldn't see for a little while there.
Oh God.
The light's back on. I'm happy.
So then Scott walks away from the interview. He's pissed. So then we pan back to Genosha, and Magneto, in his most Riz-tastic fashion, is like, "Yo, look, boom, bang, pow. They're trying to make Genosha a world power now, and they're like, well, we need somebody to run it." And they asked Magneto to do it, and he was like, "I'll only do it if I could have one of the X-Men do it with me." And guess who that X-Men was? None other than Touch Me, Sugar.
And again, another one-liner. This motherfucker said, like Moses in the promised land, we shall carry the dream but never live it.
Now, one thing I need y'all to take note of something. Before, when they was talking to Magneto, the little round table, did you notice the whole thing when they pointed out, just randomly pointed out about a human being on the round table, Maura McTaggart?
Yeah. But
Do y'all
let's be
know of
honest.
her? Do y'all know of her importance?
Yes, but also let's be honest. She's married to Banshee. If she wanted to be at the table, she can. Who gonna stop? Banshee will yell at all of them.
So for the folks at home, Maura McTaggart is a mutant that thought she was a human until she died. When she died, she was reborn again. She figured out that she has all of her memories from her previous life. And basically, she lives out that's her mutant power. She dies, keeps her memories, and reincarnates and lives out her life. Don't know where they got to the point where she only gets 10 lives. But in the current Jonathan Hickman run of, I want to say Powers of X and House of X, she runs into Magneto, or she runs into Xavier first, then she runs into Magneto. They get the whole plan of Krakoa. That all came from her. The reason she did that is because basically in all of her lifetimes, mutants are wiped out. She's trying to basically change shit so that it does not happen. So right now we're seeing her her thinking she's a human, but she's going to end up being, if she died and all of that, she's going to be reincarnated and basically try to change shit.
You wear a disguise to look like human guys, but you're not a man. You're a mutant, boo.
Can you
That was a good one.
could you imagine being a whole ass 50, 60-year-old in a baby body?
Hey, peep this.
Benjamin
What
Button.
if Myra? What if Myra and Wolverine had a baby? So now that baby got 10 lives and the ultimate healing factor. That nigga gonna live to the end of the earth.
Forever, forever, ever,
Forever, ever.
I don't know if she was married to him, but pretty much her and him were the only mutants left alive, period. And she made him kill her to go back and start life number 3 or 4.
That sound like Meliodas and Elizabeth.
They were the only 2 left. And in this future, basically humans transcended and became sentient and started assimilating everything. There was 3 beings on Earth. The one being that was all of humanity, Wolverine and Moira McTaggart.
So we
She
are
told-
the Matrix.
She told Wolverine, "Yep, go ahead and kill me."
Huh.
And she went back, started over again.
That is wild.
Yo, Powers of X and House of X is crazy. But yes, Moira McTaggart has some importance, and I'm going to circle back to that when we get to the end of this.
All right. So, bro, let me jump in real quick. So, after Magneto said he only want Rogue, right? We cut to a scene where Rogue and Magneto was arguing inside the bedroom, and Rogue is on some, oh, you think by electing me queen that's gonna make us get back together? And Magneto stay risen, this bitch gonna basically tell her, I ain't gonna deny my passion for you, but it's legit shit here. You know, me, the guy who's willing to do anything for mutants. You, a mutant with the power that can actually have you feel another person's problems. That's symbiotic. That's perfect. So they
True.
go back and forth with they talking and shit, and this man hits her with this line. Like, I had to write this fucker down. Excuse me. This nigga said, "Loving you will make broken men whole. So even when you deny us, our heartache is not in vain." Who do you who
That's
comes up
poetry.
with this?
That's poetry.
Who comes
Yo.
up with this?
Yo,
This is
Magneto.
a goddamn cartoon.
did I or did I not say Magneto was that dude?
And it took me with 4 episodes for me to have to say, okay, Zesty Magneto, whatever. I gotta stop talking shit. I gotta stop hating on this guy.
No.
Hold up.
No.
And better yet, Los, to make your statement even worse, prior to him saying that, he said myself and Gambit aside.
Yes.
Fuck us. Any broken man that loves you is whole. Just for loving you.
See,
Magneto
again.
just
No.
Sir.
No.
That's
That
old
man's
school
name.
music right there.
That man's name is not Magneto. It's Magneto. Mac with a C, not a G. Magneto.
That's Magneto.
That's his name. Magneto.
Mac.
No. Okay. So sorry, but that line he evolved. That's Mac White. Cause that perm that he got, that's Mac
Hey.
White right there.
And Dalen, he gonna lose his shit with white suit Magneto.
So after
But-
that scene, they have that little moment, and my man Remy, he
Clean.
always clean up in that white suit.
Clean.
That white
With
suit
the
is
scarf?
all my,
the
oh my
ponytail?
God, that scarf. I got something for that scarf too. So inside the bar. Oh, okay. You know we could go back now. I gotta say this. We gotta jump back to this. When Scott was having his little mental sneaky link with Madeline Pryor, nigga.
Hey, baby Jean, not looking. Come here. Come
All right.
girl.
We gotta ask the question now. You have Jean. You have a exact DNA replica of Jean. It's basically Jean. It's only a few minutes younger. Are you really cheating? Are you really cheating? I'm cheating on you with you.
See, the problem with that, right? The problem with that is that's like, okay, so bet if that's cheating, would he not
Dalen,
be cheating on
Dalen, no, I'm on some bullshit. Nope. Because I dead ass would believe that Hinata would be like, yeah, go ahead and split into 10 for me. I believe that. I killed Dalen, didn't I?
So, I guess.
Oh no, I'm not dead. I'm just trying not to stay. I'm trying not to die. We're good. Nope.
So No, because you know what that makes me think of? That riddle when they be like, if you take Abraham Lincoln's axe and you replace the head of the axe, and then 10 years later you replace the handle with an axe, is it still Abraham Lincoln's axe?
No, it's not Abraham Lincoln's axe anymore.
He what was it? The ship of Theses. That's
Yeah.
he just simplified that.
Yeah, basically.
But literally, you're not replacing the head and
Right.
the
And
handle with
see, here's the thing.
with
So you know
the
what?
exact
You know what?
with the
I'll say
exact
this.
same
I will
metal.
say this: you're cheating along the lines of okay. I'll say you're cheating on the level of kissing somebody else, because technically you're still doing this shit with the same person, but we know the bitch is a clone. Like that motherfucker is here because somebody else came and scraped up the DNA and then went in the lab and said bingo fago boom, Madeline Pryor. So it's not Jean. Like her parents didn't spit
But-
that out.
And so, but
Curl
see,
out of Jean mama ovaries.
here's the other issue. Here's the other issue, and I feel bad for Scott for this from this aspect because again, but he don't know how long, he don't know when the switch happened. For as long as he's known, that has been Gene. They had intimacy together. They had a life together. They had a kid together.
Now,
So
He's
they're
technically still married to her, or
yeah, he
whichever
is
one.
technically.
Actually,
Well,
we
we don't
actually,
know
you
who
know
he's
what? We
married.
don't know which
We
one.
don't know, right?
We don't know, and they keep pushing that more. So I think they're going to
Yes.
do something with that.
Yes,
and
yes.
then she's talking about
But it had to be after she got the. It had to be either
We don't
before
know
or
that because
after
both
she
of them
got the
have memories
Phoenix.
of the Phoenix. Both of them have
But-
memories of being the Phoenix.
But only
So
one of
we
them
don't
can
know
act.
when it happened.
I'm jumping ahead. Go ahead.
So here's my thing though. When Jean came and talked about this was our thing, it still is our thing. Like she clearly remembers this was our thing. Like it's
So can we say that's some? Is she being? She's being a little irrational. But I don't want to call it a Karen flat out. But my thing is, bitch, if you don't know when it happened, how are you mad
Hey.
at me? I'm in the
What-
same position as you. We live in the same life.
What you doing? Randomly looking at my thoughts, bitch.
But then what about the line Scott hit?
Now,
Do you love me or do you love the memory? Or am I loving memory?
nah. But in the middle of all of that, did y'all peep that Emma Frost watched the whole shit go down?
And that was my thing. I was gonna say that too, because when she asked Madeline what's up, she was like, she said it in the sense like she already knew what was going on.
Madeline peeped the whole. Madeline, not Madeline.
Emma. I
Emma
got
Frost. Emma Frost is more powerful than Xavier when it comes to telepathy. She is Omega level.
and
Fucking
and
awesome.
and okay, so we're gonna get back to
Oh,
my boy.
and she's gonna get Scott.
Oh yeah, we know. So go back to Gambit.
Let's get
We
back
go
to
back
my
to
boy
Gambit?
Remy, the clean
With the
Remy LeClean, my
So,
man
okay.
with the white suit, the red scarf with the ponytail.
So fire. So
I
fire.
didn't
So
know I was gonna have a lady caller tonight.
nigga, Madeline comes up to him, offer him a drink.
Yo,
He's still
Remy.
stuck on-
Remy is that dude.
Nigga, yes, but
No,
how about
no,
the fact
we
oh,
gotta go back. We
oh,
gotta go back. We gotta go back. You skipped the part.
I didn't go any
Yes,
further
you did.
than the ball.
Nah, before the bar.
When he threw the Queen of Hearts into the fire
With
as
him
they
and-
broke up.
I did.
Nigga.
That breakup scene.
Nigga.
He told
We gonna be-
Rogue some things go
we gonna
deeper
be-
than touch, yeah.
Some
We
things
gonna be-
go deeper than skin, Chef.
That nigga threw the Queen of Hearts into the fire. Said we remain friends, nothing more.
That
Oh.
nigga said, I played
Oh.
your swamp rat.
And
I
I
played
played your share.
share. I can't touch you, Remy.
Some things
Some
go
things
deeper
go
than
deeper
skin,
than
Chef.
Why they cooking so good in this episode?
Yo,
Why?
oh
They
man,
cook so good in this fucking
And then,
episode.
even after the breakup scene and before the bar, Magneto walked up smooth, cool, and then Rogue just come flying down with her gloves off.
That was after the ball.
Pete.
That was after.
Pete.
That was after.
Did you
Madeline
see-
offered him the drink?
Did you see him slam the drink in old girl's chest? Like hey, take this shit. I gotta
Yeah,
go.
what about?
Yes.
What about when fucking Mag before that happened? Before Rogue came down the stairs, like you were saying, bro. The director Miss Taylor, whatever this hoe is.
Yeah.
She walked up to the group all mad because they want Magneto.
Oh,
to be leader.
Magneto was still cooking.
Most countries don't most countries don't allow their leader to be a terrorist. Magneto response, but most countries allow their leader to be one. Like they don't elect the leader to they elect
A terrorist to
Nigga.
be their leader.
Yeah, like oh come on,
Nigga. They was coming with it.
oh
Absolutely.
my god. And then-
They did not Disney this at all.
no, they did not.
They
And then,
were
like you
cooking.
said, bro, Rogue come floating down the stairs looking so fucking sexy, bro.
And then
She was
Magneto.
giving off the mean Jessica Rabbit vibes in that.
Magneto walked by, stuffed the glass in Shorty chest like Dell
Yeah,
said,
it's
and
like,
then
here,
he
bitch,
just
don't
floats
need
up
it. Then
to
they
meet
float
her.
to each other.
Then the
And then
touch.
their hands touch, and Remy heart broke. It was that moment you can see
That was
all
it.
the life that he had left was gone.
That was it.
I
That
can't
was
do
it.
this. I
Yo,
can't do this.
no. So real quick. Hold on. They have been like doing an amazing, excellent, fabulous job of capturing the moment you see a person's heart break.
So
Factual.
I went back. I did this a little while ago, but I went back to like the last episode of X-Men, its old run. Xavier says something specific to Remy. He said, "How long does a person have to keep proving they're a hero before they believe it themselves?" That shit came back to me after this episode. Cause remember that another one. Nightcrawler hit Remy with one.
See, this is why I say we can't forget about Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler said, "Just marry the girl and be done with it." He said, "Folks like me don't have time for love. Too busy sinning." My man said, "There is no sin without love."
Because what is the test of love? Or just how much you willing to forgive,
Nigga.
nigga.
Wasn't nothing nobody could say to that.
Yo. So let's get to the shits. Let's move this along a little bit. So
So Madeline Pryor,
after Jean Grey, they both get headshots by Cable because I don't give a fuck what neither one of y'all said. He was
that
headshot
had to
them
be
bitches.
that had to be Cable's arrival.
Yes,
They sense
He's
his
like,
arrival.
Yo, turn the music off. Turn the music off. Madeline run outside. What's wrong? And she meets Cable. The fact that she recognized her son from his eyes, bro, love. Like that's her boy. Then,
But did you notice the little the light in his eyes, like that memory replayed again?
but
Because
also, let's
then
not-
he looked shocked. He recognized her then.
right, and also the Watcher. Let's not forget that because the fact that he popped up just proved that something epic was about to fucking happen. And yes, it did. I don't know what the fuck this multi-head Sentinel is that came out, but oh my god, this man
it
came out with a
it is called- it is called-
times.
It is called a Wild Sentinel. It is
Yeah,
basically a master mold that just uses scraps to build its own body, and also creates other Sentinels. Now in the comics, 3 of those of the 5 that exist were sent to that island. We only saw 1. Could you imagine 3 of them bitches going?
Well, I'll tell you this much. When that shit got there, and you know what, before we get to that, let's touch on the fact that they keep bringing up Leech. Y'all remember who Leech is, right? Now, you do know it was an on-running thing that all throughout the original series, Leech just kept getting fucked over. Anytime you saw Leech, he was getting fucked over some way, somehow. The fact that they had him on Genosha where he was just happy because he's
And
even
prominent.
Yo, or because Magneto made a promise. And then this shit hit the fan. And Magneto said a promise was made. And holy, this nigga grabbed a fucking train.
Oh, let's not hold up. Let's not pretend that he did not have Holocaust flashbacks and flashbacks of all this shit that failed,
he did.
and he lost his shit and started whipping the fucking Sentinel with a
He
train.
sent
With
off
a train.
Rogue and Gambit to get the Morlocks because they were stuck under that master shit you said. While he went and did a distraction, when Remy and Rogue rode off, and that nigga did that little Robin spin and came up in the air and turned around and threw 2 cards.
And hit the
I'm
pole.
sitting whose heads-
Now I already love Remy, but seeing
Bruh.
him on 2s, seeing him get it in on 2s.
that was your
This nigga's at the front of the line. He's at the front of the line.
bro, that nigga does that shit. Rogue is out here throwing Sentinel parts at Sentinels, and Magneto is out here whipping Sentinels with trains.
Dog.
Then
And my
says,
inner
hold
my inner-
my beer.
my
This
inner
nigga takes his
8-year-old
scarf off, whips a fucking Sentinel with his scarf, charge that bitch, hole in the
dog.
Sentinel. Like
The fact that they had an epic version of the theme music playing while all this shit going
Yes.
down.
Okay,
No,
okay.
wait,
Don't
wait,
touch on theme
wait.
music yet because my heart broke with the theme.
No, no, no.
Oh.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Because they gave Remy LeBeau an Ichigo moment when he went in and saved the Morlocks, and that
Yeah.
head came flying through the window.
Mm-hmm.
My man came through, and then just hit him with the cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like,
So,
All right, I can't do
Gotta-
this. Los,
we gotta
go
get
ahead
to
and
it.
get into the
We gotta
heartbreak.
get to it.
Start the
so
heartbreak.
yeah, that was the peak. And you know, at the peak comes
No,
the
that
valley.
was not the peak.
So, no. Yes, it was. Yes,
That
it
was the high point.
That was the high point of their success. Now,
Okay,
comes
I'll take
the
that.
Great Valley. So, first and foremost, Magneto gets overwhelmed to the point where he's like in a dome trying to protect the Morlocks and Leech again.
Here-
From
here-
the blast of
So-
Master Mold.
Y'all do know Leech's power, right?
No.
Leech's power is literally he's like Rogue. He leeches other people's life force.
yeah.
And he does not know how to control it effectively. Magneto was weakening himself, protecting him
Yeah.
effectively.
That I knew. Okay, I thought it was something else. Bro, okay, cool. So, while Magneto puts his dome up to protect themselves from Master Mold Blast, Rogue tries to rush in. Magneto understand what she's trying to do. He wraps up Rogue in metal
And
on a
Gambit.
pole
Hey.
with Remy. Wow.
Well, Remy was trying to grab
trying
her.
to stop
He
her. I know.
he grabbed her.
He knew what it was. He was like, nah, leave it. He's trying to protect us. She wouldn't have it, but Master Mold ended up blasting what we assume through Magneto's shield. Holy fuck. I did not know Rogue pissed off was so scary. I didn't know.
She
That
broke
bitch
out of
was scary.
all that metal that
Was
Magneto
so
covered her up
scary.
with.
Yo, and wait
Dog,
to immediately
Did you
spin the block for
did you
Magneto.
peep the animation of the tears and everything when she flew off?
Yes, nigga, that's why I'm talking about. I didn't know she was so scary. But what fucks me up is as fast as Rogue is, and as fast as
Remy-
she was going,
Remy caught up with that ass.
on the twos, charged up the bike and threw it at her.
he
to stop this hoe.
hit her with it.
Yeah, he did. He damn sure connected. He damn sure
He-
connected.
He hit
her.
he
flying, and
hit her
then
with it to dodge the
commenced to
damn
hit
beam.
The dash. This nigga's running up on Master Mode now. Who needs a bike? I got my feet and
Hey.
my bow staff. Yeah.
But let's forget why he did. Let's forget why he did that. He was about to take out everybody on that building, including Nightcrawler.
Oh.
So he said. So again, in Remy fashion, I see your bet and I raise it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He
I-
chose.
whenever it's a game of cards, I got the best odds.
And then it happened. The man let his guard down for too long and caught a spike through the fucking rib. Immediately stopped all that momentum.
And he could have survived
He just-
that.
He damn sure could have. We just had a skewered Remy. Then, like a real one that he is, told these motherfuckers, my name is Gambit.
He said
Remember
the name's
it.
Gambit.
And
Charged.
the whole fucking Master Mode and blew everything. 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 Blew
With-
the motherfuckers to death. And then, after losing Magneto, supposedly, after
Well, hold up.
Rogue showing her
They go back and show the mansion because they had to stop that whole interview
what's
shit.
crazy about that?
Dog, the heartbreak in the mansion.
Bro, soon as
How
the
many?
nigga said how many, in my mind, nigga, all of them.
Oh,
All of them.
Nigga, what kind of number you looking for?
everybody,
I don't.
everybody.
How many people was on the island? There you go. Population. Nigga,
Pew,
it's now
pew.
0 on this board.
Everybody gonna die.
So after we leave the mansion, we go back to the battlefield, and after losing Magneto in that epic fight, losing all of the fucking people that they lost in that attack,
They lost
initially,
I don't know the exact number. It's so many millions.
Yes, so many. Even and you know what? This was something I didn't understand. When Nightcrawler jumped in to save Rogue and Magneto from the blast initially, how did he
I-
get hurt?
I think he got hit with part of it before he got gone because he singed, but he didn't.
But this is what I'm saying. How?
That was That's my thoughts on
That
it.
was weird. Like, what the fuck? But nonetheless, after all of that, we pan to Rogue in a ditch holding Remy, talking about I can't feel you. Now, mind you, she don't have gloves on. She just holding the man, talking about
Oh, no, he's
can't
gone.
feel you.
He is gone. That
Which ties
And it
back
closes
to the
out.
name of the fucking episode, which was Remember It.
Remember,
and that was Remy's line.
Last words, and then we get that sad ass X-Men outro music when they doing a profile of every character. It was so sad. This
Los,
fucking
where you-
series.
Where you think
No,
it's
go
going?
ahead.
I was about to ask you where you think it's going.
I honestly, at this point, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
Dalen?
Nigga,
I got nothing. Like this is
The only thing I can think of them they can do one of two things. We got two things in this episode that literally they could do some shit with. Number one, we got Cable. Mr. Time Travel himself.
okay, now, but see,
Number
Apocalypse
two,
and shit.
Yeah, but that's why I was about to say. Number two, we got Maura McTaggart. Miss Relive Life and avoid this shit the next time around.
Well, if that's the case, then because see, my thing was I wasn't thinking along the lines of so much what they did in the episode pertaining to what they already touched on before. Like we already know about Cable and Apocalypse, so I wasn't thinking about that. But if we're gonna use that, then yeah. But then fuck, what about the Watcher? It then is
Now
he's
that
the
threw
only
me off. That threw me off.
Well, one, I looked at it like the Watcher is always around when big epic shit go down. Like you remember in the What's If series.
What if was just about every damn thing.
Every time something epic happened that was on the scale of maybe changing the continuity, he popped up.
Yep.
So my thing with that was okay, he's here, he got to see some epic event, or maybe he's a cosmic entity that could get back to Charles because we know that Charles didn't die in the original series. Even though they keep saying he's dead in X-Men 97, we know he did not die. He's just off planet somewhere. That cosmic entity could be the one to go get Charles. We also, if that's the case, had the issue with fucking Jean and Madeline. I can totally see, and we didn't touch on the fact that they got the Hellfire Club leader in there. I can never remember homie name, but the fact that he's there could lead into the marriage between him and Jean.
Well, him and Emma, they're both Hellfire Club members, but also
remember,
they were also. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. Remember, they manipulate Jean when she get the Phoenix Force in her to marry Homeboy. So we can always do that too. This is what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, as far as where they going, I can't call it. It's too many open avenues.
Right.
I think they're gonna try to fast track the Krakoa stuff. The mutants all living in Krakoa and all of that shit. I think they're gonna fast track that, especially with introducing Maura McTaggart this early. I also think they're going to tie it in with Deadpool, because the person that is the bad guy in Deadpool, hold up, I'm looking for it. I text her name in here earlier. Cassandra Nova. She's supposedly the big bad in Deadpool. In the comics, Cassandra Nova is also responsible for the mutant massacre on Genosha. So we're going to get Cassandra Nova in this run.
Maybe.
So what if Cassandra Nova's the one that sent that master mode shit? Is that what you're getting at?
She no, in the comics she did. She sent 3 of them.
I'm talking about right now in X-Men 97.
I believe, yeah, I believe we're going to get her.
Now
she manipulated Trask's son or grandson. Basically, the Sentinels only responded to the Trask family. She manipulated him into getting access to the Sentinels, then killed him and sent that to Genosha.
They could go a whole nother way. They could throw a whole set of different loops.
They could.
Hell, we still don't even know what happened with Magneto. So that's a fucking question in itself too.
My theory,
I don't think he's dead either.
I don't think he's dead, and he's about to do his second heel turn.
And then let's not forget, we got the whole Storm story too. It's too many. It's too many. It's too many
But-
side stories with major implications.
And they and the old X-Men series used to do that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
One of the biggest thing about the old X-Men series was hearing previously on X-Men. Like nigga, that was iconic. So
Because you know what it sounded like to me every time I heard that previously on Ready to Die.
But dog, now I'm starting to get scared when I see somebody, when I hear somebody's specific voice saying previously on X-Men. Now, like, dude, we know the episode's about to be about you. We just got
Yeah,
off that
but-
happy shit with Jubilee.
and Scott.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here like, all right, Remy about to get his time. Yeah, he got it, but damn, that was a cost.
My man. That
And he-
was
And he always was my favorite X-Men.
We got to do it. How do I say goodbye
To
to
what we had. I gotta get my editing skills up. I should have had a video of different clips of Remy going. Yo, I'm sorry, that was a real one. That was my man's.
we should have all had our back. We should have made our background the Queen of Hearts
Nigga,
just for today.
Right.
nigga.
Right.
So, gentlemen, what do you give this episode?
11 out of 10. Easy.
Yeah, this is unquantifiable.
This is just
So-
really broke the scale. Like these, and the sad thing about what they did with this episode,
They
is
set that
just
bar
set-
high.
Exactly.
That bar is high.
Exactly.
but you know what I
gotta
feel like
come
though?
hard from now on.
And it's
I'm
getting,
sure.
but on it's been consistently like that.
That's what I feel like they've set the bar with each episode and then just jumped over it each time.
Yeah, but this episode is what I'm saying. Being able to jump over this one now, with the death of Remy, with Magneto possibly getting his heel turn, with Cable introduced, the fucking Master Mode, the background, the aftermath of that island attack itself, Rogue, what she's gonna do. Like, there's so much. Fucking Jean, Madeline, and fucking Scott, how that's gonna turn out now. It's so much. They have a lot. You know what? They have a lot of material to work with too.
They do.
But they also have 5 episodes to go.
Yeah, I tell you this much though, they definitely hit a grand slam with this one. This
Out the
episode
park.
was insane.
I
Insane.
I can't level this one either. Like it
It-
was beautiful.
Yeah. It perfectly poetic is what this fucking
So
episode
good.
was.
The lines,
Everything.
the setting, the scenery, like even
The
just how they
fights,
placed
oh.
each scene.
The
Like,
care that was put into it.
Like just like
Nigga, when Nightcrawler popped up on Rogue and Gambit, the elation and happiness they had when they
Like,
fucking was hugging, like, oh.
the camera placement when Rogue and Remy was talking about Magneto and they're like sitting like looking from within the fireplace. Like just
Yeah.
the look
Like they made sure that your feelings felt feelings
Yeah,
on this
I told,
one. You were invested, basically.
Yeah, I told the bro at work, like, nigga, you gonna need a hug after this episode, because he's a Gambit fan too.
None of us are okay.
Yeah,
Like whether you was a
yeah.
Gambit fan or not, seeing the mutant massacre on screen, you're not okay.
seeing Gambit and Magneto go out the way they did,
Yeah, man.
you're not okay.
Yeah,
You're
man.
not okay.
So
Those just hit too hard.
well,
I can see
we
Rogue
gotta
wearing Gambit jacket from now on.
so we got a week before the next one. My man Carl, he said Rogue has a heel turn. Hey, she was a heel. She was a heel at one point. She definitely was.
That's how she ended up with Magneto in the first place.
Yep. But we'll be here next week to review the next one. We're all gonna be on the edges of our seats still. Anybody want to say anything before we go?
I don't want to cry no more. Make it stop.
Oh, I'm about to go cry in the shower.
So Diddy didn't touch you. It's not that serious.
All right. On that note, thanks, folks, for coming out, spending your time with us. Please like, share, subscribe. We're out.
I hope my nephew gets your beard.
He did.